What's good, Wizards fans? The Washington Wizards have made a couple roster moves, so I just want to update you guys on that. Definitely will be making a lot of Wizards content coming up. I will be doing the Summer League, which is July 12th. I'm excited for that. Alex Sarr, first game was against the Hawks. But first and foremost, I do want to say, I want to send my condolences to Kyrie Jackson. Young man was from PG County, lost his life a couple of days ago in a tragic car accident from Upper Marlboro, Maryland. Went to Wise High School too, man. I went to High Point. I played basketball against Wise all the time. Like I said, I'm not gonna make this about me, but I know, he's from PG County and whatnot. So I just hate seeing that, hate hearing about that, man. So I'm just gonna respectfully pay my respects to his family and send condolences to him. Just hate to see a young man lose his life when he had such a great career ahead of him. So I just had to get that off my chest for sure. And say that now, I don't know when I'm going to make my next Commanders video or whatnot, but I just wanted to send my condolences to his family for sure, recognize him. It's just insane to hear that. It really is. But to get to the Wizards, we did sign Tristan Vukcevic to a two-way contract. I'm a big Tristan Vukcevic fan, man. I mean, second-round pick, like, we see our second-round picks. We don't really do much with our second-round picks. Like, look at Yannick Zosa. Look at Isuf Sanin. Or you can even go back to the guy from Iowa. His name was Aaron White. Like, we barely made anything out of him, barely used him. Like, we don't use our second. Cassius Winston out of the league within 1 to 2 years, and he was the Big Ten Player of the Year. So we don't really do much with our second-round picks, and it's great to finally see we make something out of a second-round pick or use a second-round pick and actually have him play and not stash the second-round pick. And this guy came, man, look at Vukcevic's numbers, man. 14 against the Bucks, and this is not just garbage time, throwaway time. This is legit minutes against the Milwaukee Bucks, against Giannis, Brook Lopez, legitimate players in that game. Played in that game. I want to see if Chris Middleton played in that game, but I feel like and Giannis had 35 in that game. I feel like Damian Lillard played in that game too, if I'm not mistaken. I just want to look at the box score real quick. But my point is, Damian Lillard did not play, but Middleton played, Brook Lopez played, Patrick Beverley played, Malik Beasley, Jay Crowder, Bobby Portis, Pat Connaughton. So my point is that he put up numbers against legitimate teams, legitimate playoff teams that were playing their legit starters. Like, this was not just, at the end of the year, we're just going to put our G League guys out there, our rookie guys out there, kind of like that Chicago game, the last game of the season was. But against the Bucks, he put up 14 and 7. The Lakers with Anthony Davis and LeBron, he put up 15 points and 3 rebounds. Does need to rebound the ball better for a 7-footer. 17 points and 7 rebounds against the Portland Trailblazers. That was kind of like a summer league type of game with a lot of G Leaguers and rookies playing in that game. But DeAndre Ayton did play in that game. And then he had 11 again. He had 11 points and 9 rebounds against the Toronto Raptors. He had 19 points and only 1 rebound, which is underwhelming. He has to rebound the ball better for his size. He needs to rebound the ball better. 19 points and 1 rebound. He went 2 for 7 from the 3-point line, 3 for 6 from the 3-point line against the Lakers. Didn't shoot the 3-point shot well. But I love the behind-the-back pass that he did against the Blazers. Like, I saw that in person. Like, he is so skilled, so savvy, so smooth. He's just a really, really solid player that has a lot of potential. Like, he can really score the basketball. He has post moves, face-up moves. Can shoot the three. He's capable of doing it. Has not shot the three ball well, but he's capable of doing it. And he can finish above the rim. Sometimes he does have to finish through contact better and play through physicality better. But Tristan Vukcevic is a really good player. Now, I see some people complaining about the two-way contract, and I almost lost him, man. Like, there's other teams that definitely could have signed him with that because they declined his second-year option or whatever the contract was, and he became a free agent. And other teams could have signed him to a two-way deal or a regular deal or whatever. Like, he was legitimate a free agent. Like, you don't see a lot of second-round picks come in and just cook the way he did. I'm really surprised nobody else picked him up, but he's very, very talented. He's so talented. Now, we signed him to a two-way deal. I think the reasoning is because we have a lot of guys on the roster still, a lot of veterans. They did waive Landry Shamet. I'm going to talk about that really quick. But they want to keep some roster spots open for some veterans so they can kind of build up their trade value and then eventually move them for the deadline. Then they let Vukcevic play the majority of the year, probably 60-something games. They let him get legitimate minutes, or 50-something games. Let him get legitimate minutes. But he earned legitimate minutes in the league. Now, of course, we have Sarr, we have Valanciunas, we have Bagley, we have Rashawn Holmes. So the big man spot actually is kind of, there's a little bit of a log jam at the big man spot, which we did not have last year. It was like Gallo playing the 5, and Muscala playing the 5, which is really, really not good. Or very, very bare. The cupboard was bare at the center spot. Then we had to play those guys in the center. But now I think once they trade Rashawn Holmes or Bagley, then they'll elevate Vukcevic to a full-time contract instead of just a two-way. That's my assumption this year coming up. So Vukcevic is a very, very talented player. He had a couple stocks in there, 3 blocks against the Raptors, so don't forget about defense. 2 steals and a block against the Blazers, and then 1 block against the Lakers and 1 block against the Chicago Bulls as well. 4 assists against the Raptors, and then 2 assists against the Blazers as well. So this guy came in, played big minutes, played a couple games with good minutes, like 22 minutes and 19 points against the Bulls. So 22 minutes, he put up 19 points. That's really, really good. That's really good. I think he should play in the Summer League again. I'm intrigued to see him play in the Summer League, him next to Sar. That should be a good, like, 2 twin towers in the Summer League. Excuse me. All right, let's get to Landry Shamet. Landry Shamet. He was waived by the Washington Wizards. They tried to keep him around and trade him, but no teams really would bite and make a move for Shamet. They probably knew he was going to be released or cut. So they waived him. He was making about $11 million. And they ended up waiving him, which was, it's unfortunate. So they declined his $11 million option per Woj. And Shamet can sign anywhere else now. They tried to find a trade partner, but they were unsuccessful. Opens up another roster spot as well. He did wear number 20. I know Alex Sarr can wear number 20 now if he wants to as well. So you look at it that way. Landry Shamet, he's a good role player. He's a good guy to come off the bench, knock down threes. He's more athletic than what you think. He has like a 39-inch vertical, 40-inch vertical, something like that. So I thank him for his services here in DC. He had a couple of games. He had a really nasty dunk on the Hornets. But, I think the most you were going to get for him was a second-round pick at best. Probably 1 or 2 second-round picks, if that. But he's a lethal shooter. He definitely can help out a playoff team coming off the bench for sure. All right, so the deal for Giannis Valanciunas was finalized. Some good news on that is they used the trade exception, the Monte Morris trade exception, which was set to expire on July 6th. They still have their $12.8 million non-taxpayer mid-level exception to use if they wish. So the good news on that is we can still use that mid-level exception. Now, I highly doubt we really use it. They don't have to use it, but if they want to sign another productive player, they can, using the $12.8 million mid-level exception. So they can do that. They can sign a solid player to come in and contribute. We're not trying to win a lot of games. Everybody knows that. We're trying to get draft capital, so I don't think they really add another player to the roster. I already think they have a bunch of guys on the roster anyway. But if they want to use, they don't have to use the full $12 million. They can use like $5 million of the $12 million. They can be kind of savvy with it. They can use half of it on one player, like $6 million on one player, and then $6 million on another. If they want to do something like that, or they can just use $6 million on one player. If they want to bring in like another shooter to space the floor, something like that. We really need more shooting. I know we got Corey Kispert, but we do lose Shamet with his shooting. Looking at the roster, we kind of just lack a little bit of three-point shooting. Vukcevic can shoot the 3. Brogdon can shoot the 3. Poole can shoot the 3. Kuzma can shoot the 3. Bilal needs to develop shooting the 3. Jared Butler can shoot the 3. Pat Bowman Jr. can shoot the 3. But I think kind of if we had to add something, of course, defense and spacing the floor. Because right now, you look at our starting 5 right now, it's going to be Michael Brogdon, Jordan Poole, Kyle Kuzma, Sarr, and then Valanciunas. The shooting right there it's okay. It's not bad. But I think it's not that bad, actually. Brogdon can shoot the 3. Poole can shoot the 3. And Kuzma can shoot the 3. Sarr struggles to shoot the 3, and then Valanciunas can step out and shoot the 3 too. That's not his calling card, but he can step out there and shoot the 3. I mean, my starting 5 right now, I wouldn't be surprised if it's Jordan Poole, Bilal, Kuz, Sarr, and then Valanciunas. And the shooting right there is not good at all. So I don't want to get too much into the starting 5. I just want to talk about Shamet and then Valanciunas. Now we are at the tax apron now. It's kind of crazy because we don't really have a good team, but we're basically very, very close to the tax apron. Bobby Marks said Washington sitting right at $60.5 million below the luxury tax, which is good. And first apron, $7 million plus, and Kuzma Pool bonuses count. The Wizards are hard capped to the $178.1 million first apron. So we are hard capped. We did a sign and trade for Valanciunas. We sent the Bulls the 2027 second rounder, top 50 protected as part of the sign and trade to acquire Valanciunas. So we gave him a second rounder, which is not bad at all, to acquire Valanciunas for $10 million per year, which is less than what Rashawn Holmes is making. So I think it's a darn good deal, bringing him in Valanciunas. So those are the roster moves that we have made so far this free agency. And then, of course, the Lakers are interested in Kyle Kuzma. The Kings are interested in Kyle Kuzma. I might make a separate video talking about that too, and possibly some trade scenarios too. I will be on Bleacher Report with my guy Brandon on Tuesday at 4 o'clock coming up, so that should be a lot of fun. You guys let me know what you guys think. I really, really do like this Valanciunas signing. I really do. I think he's going to play really, really well next to Alex Sarr, and he brings in some physicality and toughness to the roster too. So like I said, my voice is a little messed up, so guys. But thank you for listening to the video. As always, Hail to the Wizards.